two teammates, Levi David and Manu Bashir, the world champion, do sit in the FC Pro Open waiting for their teammate to pull through. Tex will be saying the same as well. Matias Bonanno, his teammate this year of Manchester City Esports, two massive signings they made over the summer. It will be Bonanno kicking from left to right in this first half of play. Emre Yilmas from right to left.
Great initial press from Emre just to win it back.
How long will it take to find our first goal in our opening round? I mean, having a look at the drafts, Ryan, which draft would you rather have? I think the only big difference between the two is that from what we saw from Emre Yilmaz as he builds up now, Alexis Pateles' first chance, defended well. He went for sort of three more conventional midfielders.
Yeah, he did. I actually think I would sway to use Matias' team just because of the four attackers instead of having the three compared to Emre Yilmaz.
Trailblazers, João Cancelo, someone that Boras pointed out is quite an expensive pick. A lot of players were happy to take Ikebe. New Champions League winner says he's worth every penny. Fell on Mendy, recycles back well. He's Bellingham with the power shot, falls back to Ginola, who will be offside.
Just offside. There's also other games going on, Brandon. D. Sanchez versus Cameron Rock. That's another massive game. D. Sanchez performing very, very well in the Swiss stage.
Two players that had to go the hard way to get to this tournament. David Sanchez and Cameron Rock of SAF qualified through Europe West. There's the first Trivela of the game, coming from Alexis Pateles. Was involved in plenty of goals. Yesterday was the Barcelona midfielder. So far, it's all been Emre Yilmaz. 10 minutes into this tie. Keep in mind that this year on FC Pro, we will be playing 9-minute halves. No more two-legged matches that you may have seen in past years of competition here. Which, as we saw yesterday, gave us some big scorelines, Ryan. We had a 7-7, an 8-7. There was plenty of goals.
So many goals here. First 12 minutes has mainly just been Emre Yilmaz parked in Matias' half. It's going to be a foul. Is that a penalty? It's a penalty.
12 minutes in, the birthday boy might be not for the best of surprises here. Alexis Pateles steps up.
Oh,
just about squeezes it in. Emre Yilmaz. Slight sigh of relief there, because I think for a second he thought he may have missed.
I thought he missed as well as soon as I saw it hit the post there. I'm going to take a look at the replay. It's Neymar twisting and turning. I'm not too sure if Matias has actually pressed tackle there. It's just unfortunate, a tangle of legs. There's not much you can really do. And of course, looking at the penalty there, Kes puts it into the bottom left, just on the inside of the post. Emre manages to get the goal.
Well, there was Emre Yilmaz, rightly so, Ryan, that was on top of this game. Building, just switching from left and right, trying to open up his opposition as best he could. Can confirm that Anders Vergang's game has kicked off. He's in action against the only African player that didn't qualify through this FC Pro Open Global Qualifier. Here's João Cancelo. Not for so long. Was there a flick on available? Can't really keep hold of the ball. As much of a possession player Matias Bonanno is, he hasn't had any of the possession.
Oh, you could get it here. I think Modric shouldn't win this yet. Oh, it's falling back to him.
Well, it didn't take him long, did it? Anders Vergang against Sharif of Morocco. Surprise, surprise, Anders Vergang, 7 minutes into the game, has already got started. Could be in for a long old game there. Perfect start for him. Berke line against Umit, that's 0-0. That one has also just kicked off. And we'll give you the lowdown from David Sanchez against Cameron Rock as soon as we have the goals, if any. Neymar, Bellingham, Trivela!
Oh, good save.
Just about gets the right hand on it, Alisson, but still not fully dealt with it. Bellingham again. Finds his counterpart, Valverde! He'll have a go at it. And why not? It's a disastrous start. In the first 20 minutes, the defending Champions League winner Emre Yilmas leads by 2-0.
Yeah, we saw the attempt initially with the Trivela, just saved there by Alisson, but a second time with Valverde finds the back of the net. We take a look at the replay. Twisting and turning in the box, manages to get it back to Mbappe, edge of the box into Valverde, and Emre Buro into a Trivela, 2-0. And I'll be honest, Brandon, you can give your input on this as well. This is the most dominant. Obviously, it's only 20 minutes or 25 minutes or so that we've seen so far. It's the most dominant display I've seen so far in not just the knockouts yesterday, but even in the Swiss.
He's just controlled everything, hasn't he? Every single moment of the game he has. He sort of suffocated as well, Matias Bonanno, into his own half. He's not been able to play. He's not been able to express himself in any way. So far, it's been one-way traffic, and that's been from Team Hullet. To the drawing board for the South American. Has been so good throughout this tournament. 25 goals he has scored. That was in the Swiss stages. That was over 5 rounds on Friday. Had to sit back and watch his teammate yesterday, Tex, go and do the job. He did go unbeaten after 5-0 in the Swiss rounds, won his 2 knockout games. Well, speaking of players that have won trophies, a former world champion, Umit, RB Leipzig's player, is up against Berke Lyon of Werder Bremen. They played in the Swiss rounds, and it could be potentially a deja vu in terms of the scoreline too. Because it's Berke Lyon, who was runner-up in the virtual Bundesliga last year, leading by 1-0. Yeah, and it's from Di Natale, an item that we haven't really seen at all in many of the squads, with the finesse shot playstyle, playstyle plus, which of course does what it says on the tin. It allows you to be a lot more potent from the edge of the box, or even just inside, as we saw there with the goal there for Berke Lyon up against Umit. Di Natale.
Dangerous finisher. Dangerously dangerous on the edge of the box.
Potentially a bit of a wild card there from Berke Lyon. Had a crazy season last year. No surprise he remains in the conversation again this year of a player that could potentially book himself a spot at the FC Pro Open. Emre Yilmas having so much of the ball at the moment, looking for a third. Bellingham forward by a brilliant feat. Does get dispossessed by Luka Modric.
Just the way he uses a second-man press and the way he switches players. Just look at it. There's no way out. He's switching play to prevent the switch of play for Matias, whilst also closing down the man in possession. It's so hard to play against.
The first time that we've actually seen Matias Bonanno been able to get this ball forward in the half of Emre Yilmas. Not for so long, didn't take long for. Him to win it back. Anders Vergang against Sharif. There's 1 goal to Anders Vergang there. There's been another goal in that game. We'll find out which way has it gone. It's gone the way of the Danish wonderkid once again. Mbappe fancied a brace, and he got a brace.
Oh, goodness. That shot cancelled there. Woo.
In a minute, you'll start to see the hand puppets come out from Anders Vergang.
Yeah.
2-0 he leads. This could be disastrous. Bit of an ambitious finish that.
For the goalkeeper movement there from Matias, already anticipating the Trivela from the edge. Don't know if that was intentional from Emre to try and go near post. Obviously because Matias moved it to the far post.
Kimi. He's nearly brought into a bit of a trap there to just drive on forward.
Should be a foul. So definitely Matias should have got a foul there, in my opinion.
Well, the good thing about this season's new format and rules, Ryan, is there's a lot of time to change something tactically, and I feel like that's got to be the case for Edu. Coach of Man City and Matias Bonanno, they've had a long, everlasting partnership, the two players. They won the La Liga last year. Just can't do anything right now.
Like I said, there's not many options going forward either when Emre is defending. He's attacking with a lot of intent as well. Just done enough there, Matias, to tackle Emre Yilmas.
And the only way he's now to put a break out of this press is by these long balls forward, either left or right side of the pitch. Bellingham, is there an overlap ball? Yes, there is. Finds Hakimi. Can he skill his way into the box? The ball roll on two. Hakimi! Someone had to step up in this team and try and get Bonanno moving in the right direction. And it was the Moroccan fullback who just peeled off. Look at the bottom of your screen here. Drives into the box, ball rolls past one or two players. Trivela outside the boot.
I think for Emre's defending there, he was anticipating maybe a pass back he didn't trust. Well, I guess he didn't expect the Trivela from Hakimi there with Matias. It's a perfect time to get a goal back as well, just before half-time. But I anticipate Emre will play for last attack.
And I don't mean to excite anyone at home as of yet, but if Emre Yilmaz wins this game, and so does Anders Vergain, they will match in a qualification game. To book a spot in the FC Pro Open. Half-time, not so good for Manchester City Esports' Bonanno. Very good though.
It's a comp and I did 7-0. It's been a while since I got him beaten, so I'm ecstatic, man.
Well, Matias Bonanno, currently 2-1 down in this game. A teammate of yours this year. What's it like teaming up with Matty? I know you both played many times around each other in the sort of competitive ecosystem in past years. Now he's your teammate at Man City. It's not bad teammate to have, is it?
Yeah, now I'm excited for E-Prem with him. He's a good player. I played him in this tournament. He's 2-1 down now, but I went 3-1 up against him. He was never leaving me alone. If he goes 3-1 down here, he'll keep coming back. He's a bit ruthless, you know.
And what sort of player is he? We tried to describe him as we could.
He's in on
the build-up. Here's a chance over the top. Luka Modric of all people, trying to get matters into his own hands, and two players chasing around him. But what sort of characteristics, what sort of player is Matias Bonanno?
I feel like a few years ago he's more of like a defensive player, but I think this year he's come on a little bit attacking, and he's trying to improve his attacking game. And obviously, when I played him in Swiss, he was dangerous. Like, he's got good Trivelas, good dribbling, R1 dribbling down the line. And yeah, from set pieces as well, he's dangerous.
We've got a quick goal in this game. Cameron Rock, speaking of UK players, another one that was in the tournament. Trivela at the near post, Ryan Pessoa.
That's a text FIFA 19. We know him back in the day they used to do that when the keeper moved.
I mean, you said it, rightly so, Tex. What was it like when you had to play Matias? He was sitting next to you. You matched up in, what was it, the second or third round of Swiss, and you just had to sort of lock in and play against your teammate.
You know what it was? It was so awkward, because obviously, like, you score a goal and you don't want to celebrate.
Sat right next to each other as well, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, obviously he's pausing the game. I can see him in the corner of my eye, like, and I'm just like, I score, corner of the eye, I see him, and I'm thinking, I'm sorry, man. Like, I don't want it to be like this, but yeah, it's awkward.
The only good thing is you probably can understand their tactics. They're speaking in Spanish, right? Unless you've learnt that.
Yeah, he had a competitive advantage, you know. Zach's talking to me in English, he's talking in Spanish. Myanmar, I don't know.
I mean, Zach could have been talking in Welsh, so that could have been a different storyline there. Here's a chance for Emre Yilmaz, saved off the line by Allison. I mean, looking at your group, Tex, for this FC Pro Open, I have to say it's not looking easy. Obron, Levy, Fuma. Who do you not want in there last, or do you fancy maybe having like Anders in there, or you want to play anyone?
To be fair, at this point, yeah, we've already got like the four hardest players. Just put another hard guy in there. Let's make it the best group of all time. It's the group of death. Like, they're all quality players.
Here's a chance for Matias Bonanno at the near post.
Great dribbling as well.
We're going to try something here as well at home, for you at home. Tex, I'm going to let someone in the Twitch chat ask you a question, all right? Obviously, ideally FC24 related. The chat is popping right now. Any questions you got for Tex, I'm going to try and pick one up from a very fast-moving chat. Can be a question tactically about his draft selection, about him being an FC Pro this year. I've got it up in front of me right now. Get your questions in. I mean, I'm going to have to try and find one out of all of the names that are coming through. I'll kick it off. The draft process this year. Socrates, did you hear about what you did to Socrates yesterday?
Mate, went up like 120k.
You drove his price up yesterday. We had a few chats about this. Why was he in the draft?
Basically, on my road to glory, I bought him 5 times. So I thought if I come into this tournament, it'll go up in price. I'm joking. You know what it is? He's like a bit of a worse hullet. You know, he's 6'4", 5-star weak foot, and I thought I need like a big presence in my team. Obviously, KDB's got long pass, and I just think of the ball. Yeah. Favourite skill move this year? One question that's come in. Step overs. I'm a bit of a step over merchant now. More than Anders? Never. No one's more of a step over guy than Anders. Well, whilst we got this game on, we can also see your draft as well. We'll see this attack play out from Matias Bonanno now. He's still 2-1 down in this game. Neymar looking to drive this one forward. La Croqueta or two defended well. I mean, Richard and Boris were breaking this down yesterday. You're the only player that, 1, used Socrates, 2, has used the Trailblazer Hansen, and 3, Andy Robertson. I mean, those were just 3 special picks in your draft. Yeah, Robertson, you know what it is with him? He wins 50-50s. Like with Mendy, he was losing my 50-50s in warm-up, and Robertson, every 50-50 he was on it, so I wanted him. And then obviously Socrates, I already said. And then Hansen, a finesse. I'll score finesses, and it gives me like FIFA 19 flashbacks a little bit, you know. I just finesse. And having a Trailblazer Hansen to the gold one, worth the money? 100%. You've seen like throughout the tournaments, 7 and 0.
Even against Levy as well, that finesse. And I think that's the difference this year. Like margins, like a big thing. Like I was against Levy 1-1. I hit a finesse 2-1, and it's like such a big thing to have, especially set pieces these days. I'm scoring set pieces. You seen yesterday. That's not me. I don't score set pieces. That's a Zach Moore effect as well. Nah, it is. He drills me all the time because I hate training set pieces. Like Tex now. You get in that set piece lobby, I sit there for hours like practicing. So big up to Zach. Yeah, it makes such a difference as well when there's games that are so tightly contested, Ryan. Yeah, absolutely. We've seen it not just in Texas game, a number of games separated, whether it's... look at Nicholas. Exactly, yeah. If things went his way, he could have scored a lot more from set pieces as well. 20 minutes left here. In your drafting process, so to speak, Tex, how important were subs for you? Did you use them at all, or was it more they just made up the rest of the budget? More of a budget thing, but the only guy I used off the bench the whole tournament was Trent. And people think I did that to troll, right? I thought it was just a cross. Nah. I just genuinely, Trent and Son came on one time, but Trent, when I see out games like going 4-1, I put him at CDM in a deep line playmaker role and just hit Obi Wise the whole pitch. Well, we've got an update for you in the Anders Ver game matchup against Sharif, the only African player that made it out of the Swiss rounds. We'll give it to you after this attack does come in from Bonanno, defended eventually well by Emre Yilmas. Which way has the goal gone? Is it 3? No, it's not. It's Sharif that's pulled a goal back. There'll be a lot of Moroccan fans pushing this man on. 65 minutes in that game. That means Matias Bonanno's just scored as well. We've missed it. We'll get it again on the replay now. It's Mbappe on his own. And he's just got his head down. Any deflection? No. Wow. Just straight into the bottom corner. What? Goalkeeper movement was good as well. I thought he was going to save that. On the slow motion replay, I thought he must have shot the other way. I was like, going in. Game on. Absolutely. I feel like Matias now has the momentum. We see the replay as well. Modric plays it into Mbappe. Oh, it's a power shot. Okay. Even still, you could. What would you think? Would you have upset if you end up conceding that goalkeeper movement? If I'm conceding that, I'm looking at the floor in anger, like you know what I mean. But to be fair play to Matty, power shot. I haven't seen many of them this tournament, so yeah, fair play. Honest opinions on 9-minute halves. How have you handled it? You know what? I love it. And I didn't expect to love it because I thought, like, usually for me I go like a toilet break after the first leg and get into the second leg, but I think once you're on top in a 9-minute game, like 9-minute half game, it's hard for the other guy to sort of regroup. And I don't know, I enjoy it. I'll be honest, Tex, it's made the broadcast a little bit shorter because, you know, normally you'd have a break for about 10 minutes and it would just slow the broadcast down. Now we just play one and done. 9-minute halves. Has it given you more of a chance with Zach as well to really break the game down a bit more and just go through stages in the game?
During that 9-minute halves, I feel, as I was saying, the minute you get on top in a 9-minute half, it's so difficult for your opponent to like get back within the game. Like the last, like holding out a lead as well, much easier because there's no break for you to like overthink it to yourself. You're just like in the moment.
We'll see this attack come in from Emre Yilmas first before we give you an update in Berke line against Umit's match. Bellingham, Trivella, tipped over the bar from Alisson. That one was looking to cause more nightmares for the South American of Man City Esports. Corner played short again. Is there an overlap available to João Cancelo, the trailblaze? He'll look to Trivella as well. Let's quickly go over to that game if we can. Berke line Umit. The goal has gone in, but which way has it gone? It's gone the way of the RB Leipzig player, former world champion. Ball will round the goalkeeper, Mbappe. And we've just heard as well that there's been another goal in that game as well. And it's gone the way again of Umit. 2 goals in 5 minutes, Ryan Pessoa.
Yeah, this one building up towards the byline, cuts back. Oh my goodness, the ball roll, Trivella with Matias into the corner. What a finish that is as well.
Big goals going in. Can confirm Cameron Rock leading 3 goals to 1 against David Sanchez in that game. But all eyes are on this one, 2-2. I've got to ask you, that Nice game yesterday, what on earth were you thinking? Virgil van Dijk, red card, penalties, what? That was a mental game.
And they're the games you got to win though. That was one of the craziest games I've played in years. I'm usually a choker when it comes to 90th minute, but I got a 90th minute equaliser through, I don't know what, my Neymar as well, the best player of all time. He's on 1 chem, scoring the luckiest goals ever. Like, yeah, buzzing.
We've got more news. Anders Vergang was 2-0 up in this game. Sharif in the group of death, equalises at 2-2. The Moroccan pro is here to make a name for himself. It's a massive moment as well for Morocco this year. The first year they have been eligible to compete within the FC Pro ecosystem. Off the post, that one from Emre Yilmas. Get rid of it! Get rid of it!
It's a foul, it's got to be. Oh, wait, no, it is a foul. The way it was pointing, I thought.
Don't panic, Ryan, don't panic. It's a free kick the other way. Anders Vergang though, Ryan. 2-0 up, back to 2-2. That one, 76th minute in that game. Looking across the board, Cameron Rock still leading against David Sanchez. If you're a SAF fan, you'll be happy there. Remember, 2 wins will send you to the FC Pro Open. 2 wins will end your tournament. Long ball over the top. Added time of 2 minutes. Matias Bonanno, last chance of this game. Well, we're going to extra time. Down the byline. Where's that one going to land? And it goes out for extra time. Matias Bonanno takes handling that really well. 2-0 down so early onto the game, but just proven there's so much time and so many opportunities to get back.
There's still a little while left to go. 9-minute half takes you no more than anyone. 7 minutes plus added time can feel like an eternity to see out. So there's still time for Shu to get back into it. He's done it already. I believe was he 2-0 down and he managed to come back to equalise. So he's scored a couple already. He just needs to have the belief and the composure to get back into it.
Extra time needed here. This is when the draft substitutions can come into play. I think we've just seen one of those, Rashford. I saw Trent Alexander-Arnold get involved from you yesterday. I swear he came as a centre mid at one point. I don't know if I was just daydreaming. I
was telling you, 4-1-4-1's my sit-out formation. I bring him on at DM and I just spray the ball to the left wing and right wing. And yeah, it worked for me. He came on every game. I don't think he conceded.
Here's Mbappe, defended well by Van Dijk on the opposite side of things.
Oh my goodness.
Big chance, Rashford. The super sub, Matias Bonanno, can he get around the goalie? No, he can't! What should he have done there?
My God.
I think you got to slow down and you take a little breath. Maybe a short counter around the keeper. You've seen it, I'm not doing it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not good at one-on-ones myself.
Goal in the Sanchez Cameron Rock game. Where's this one gone? 4-1. Cameron Rock was leading. Just over 10 minutes left. It looks to be David Sanchez, the Spaniard, who has a little reverse elastico there from Neymar. Very tidy. Does score a goal back. Looking at that game now, there's 6 minutes left. 2 goals needed for David. It's quite a mountain to climb there. Still 2-2 in this one. Bonanno defending Emre Yilmas. Oh no, Bellingham, Valverde running into each other. Chance to break. Oh, good feet. Clever idea with a through ball. Couldn't quite pull that one out the bag. We should hear a full-time result soon. Or more late drama from Anders Vergang against Sharif. "100 minutes gone.
Great ball in behind.
Mbappe will try and peel his run. There's more options start to queue up now. Mbappe reverse, Elastico! Alisson! Big save that was needed. Still not fully dealt with. There's the step overs. Had to be careful there to stand on his feet, did Cancelo. No way. Militao. We are nearly at full times across the board in our other games. This one in extra time, remember. "15 minutes away from penalties." How have you found penalties this year? Because they do seem and feel harder to save.
Yeah, man. Penalties, what, it's like a 1 in 5 chance now to save it? So, lad, I missed one yesterday in the clutch in extra time.
Yeah.
Like, and I heard you saying on commentary, you know, penalties harder to save now. And he saved it. That's your fault, Ryan.
We've just looked over and we've seen Anders Vergang win his game. What is your thoughts on that player? He gives a lot, he celebrates a lot, he gets quite loud.
Right,
he's 1 win away from an FC Pro Open.
It's a dangerous matchup, Anders Vergang.
Oh, Bonanno.
Unlucky. Now, he's a dangerous matchup. Like, he's dangerous, and if he starts flowing, he's one of the best players in the world, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a matchup I want. I really want that matchup. So, hopefully, FC Pro Open, group stage, knockout stage, wherever, let's make it happen. It's the one that people want to see. It's the one I want.
I think we want to see it.
Not in the groups. There's two. Leave the groups. Let them get out of the groups first. Later on in the competition.
What a matchup that would be. 15 minutes away from penalties here. Looking across the board, all the games are in a full-time result. We can confirm Umit beats Berkay Lion. Anders Vergang will beat Sharif. And Cameron Rock picking up a big result there, which also does set this one up, Tex. How about this? Whoever wins this game plays Anders Vergang in a match to qualify for the FC Pro Open.
You know what it is? That's one of the hardest brackets. Like, you see some of the groups that are a little bit easier. This group, the group of death, you got
100%.
what? Mati, Vergang, Emre.
Anders.
But I've played Cameron Rock in qualifiers as well. He's actually good.
Yeah.
He's actually, bro, that's a hard group. A hard group. I'm happy I wasn't in that one.
Back underway we go. Emre Yilmas from left to right in the orange strip. It's Hakimi. Wins it back again. Winner of this one plays Anders Vergang. That's a game you do not want to miss. Trivela off the ball. Alisson
Keeper. Should
be there on the rebound. As a player, that Trivela, it gets to the point where you just can't really defend it. You can't. You're focusing so much on another, obstacle coming at you, or maybe a skill move. What can you do other than just move the goalie?
You know what it is? Mati knows he's doing it as well, and it's so hard to stop, because if you just wait for the keeper to move back, then it's easy Trivela. It's difficult to stop, and that's why I think Emre's mastered his whole gameplay around it.
It's a great ball.
Good block there from Davies. Hard to say who's really been on top in this extra time period, Ryan.
Yeah, I think Matias has come back into the game really well. The first 30, 35 minutes, I felt was very, very one-sided.
He couldn't do anything, could he?
Yeah.
Well, how does it sound potentially commentating on the penalty shootout for your teammate? That would be a not bad way to start the season, if, of course, he went to win. Emre Yilmaz on the hunt for a match winner. We'll have to recycle around the edge of the box. Try to link in with the three central midfielders that he does have in this team, Valverde, Bellingham and Alexa Mateles. So much space for Hakimi at the back post if he wanted to. There's a bit of an overload happening. So patient. So is Bonanno. Time ticking away. Min Son, a substitution that's common. He was involved in a few goals. Mbappe round, Militao. There's the play along towards the post. Marcus Rashford! We said about super subs, Ryan. Min Son was involved in that, and so was Rashford. That could be the goal to send you into a matchup against Anders Vergang.
What a turnaround. Look at the strength there from Mbappe to push towards the byline. The player lock cancel and then flicks it over to Rashford. Played across goal. That's a massive, massive goal.
That's unbelievable. You know what? Insight into this. Edu's my coach as well, and he tells me player locks in the box like that. So, yeah, no, that's Edu and Matty cooking.
What a turnaround. I would not have expected this from the first. After seeing the first 30, 35 minutes, it felt like Emre would have gone on to score a couple more at least before Matias could even think about responding. So to turn it around 3-2, a couple minutes left of extra time is a massive result. If he can see it out. There's still a little bit of time left.
Have you ever met, obviously what was that more a lot, but like a coach like Edu who's just absorbs this game.
He's like
so much about it.
He's so tactically like on it, like he knows every little thing. So yeah, what he's telling me right now, you'll believe it. And yeah, I'll back him to see out this game.
Well, look, he's not that long away from seeing this one out, and as we said, winner will play Anders Vergang in a match to qualify for the FC Pro Open. Let's jump back into the game. Marcus Rashford might not be the most expensive player on the pitch, but had a part to play.
Big tackle.
Loser of this will play Sharif in an elimination game. 120 minutes on the clock. Game management key now for Bonanno. Offside, gives possession back. Added time of only 1 minute though. For Emre Yilmas to give us one last surprise. Massive switch of play. Finds Alphonso Davies on the opposite side of the pitch. Oh no, terrible pass back inside. Matias Bonanno will set himself up for a qualification match against Anders Vergang. And Emre Yilmas will drop down to an elimination game against Sharif. 2-0 up in that game, goes to lose in extra time. 3-2 goes to show how long and how unpredictable these games can actually be.